Big John McCarthy in charge of the action when we get going. This one's scheduled for 5.
Nice inside low kick. What a way to start. Throwing it out like a jab, but a little more powerful.
Talked about it earlier. David Branch trained with Renzo Gracie in the academy there back in Brooklyn, New York. David telling me that Renzo gave him one piece of advice: end it quick.
Yeah, we all like to do that. But actually doing it, that's a different story.
What do you think the keys to this fight are, especially for the challenger Clifford Starks? What does he need to do to get this win?
Clifford Starks, well, it's a hard one because he has submitted and knocked out opponents in the past, which is the same as his opponent tonight. So start with striking, fake some takedowns to get inside the head of Branch. Then from there, he can decide if he wants to go for a takedown or keep it standing. You know, it's hard to game plan for guys who are equally good standing and on the ground. Branch, you know, like I told before, he really started to come together with a skill set. Won his last 4 fights by stoppages, 7 fight undefeated win streak. Same keys as his opponent. Start with striking, use feints, you know, and then when striking works, stay on the feet. When not, shoot for a takedown, go for submissions.
As we mentioned, David Branch, not only the reigning and defending middleweight champion with his belt on the line tonight, also the light heavyweight champion in the World Series of Fighting, and he is a very busy man. 100% healed, though, from that right shoulder injury that kept him out of fighting for quite some time, as Clifford Starks does a great job there of catching the leg and holding it.
Branch is hesitating a little bit. With the takedown, he was hesitating a little bit, and then with the strikes also, he needs to come loose. He's not used to the reach yet. It's the beginning of the round. We're only 2 minutes in.
Clifford Starks completing a 12-week camp. Easy weight cut, he told me. Said he has a very awkward style, and that makes it difficult to fight him. David Branch, though, with 20 professional fights, it seems like he's seen just about everything thrown his way in 2 weight classes. Clifford Starks catching that leg, and David Branch retreats quickly.
Yeah, Branch shouldn't throw it anymore, especially not as a single kick. Give a straight, right straight first, then an inside low kick. You know, make him be busy with something, defend something, and then go for the kick.
Turn, Clifford. Use that underhook.
Ish.
Get out here.
90 seconds to go here in round number 1. This one's scheduled for 5. David Branch with a takedown. Clifford Starks going to that closed guard. Branch has got that left arm trapped underneath, and then Clifford Starks releases it.
That was a nice little trip, nice swing.
Get Branch just forearm pressure to the side of the face, making life miserable for Clifford Starks. Now he starts up with the knees.
That's it, and the crossface always works really well if somebody bear hugs you and they lock their hands. You crossface and push yourself away, and the harder they hold you, the more stress they will have on their own neck. Nice job here. Looking for a good spot to throw an elbow in there.
David Branch now looking like he wants to step through and possibly take some side control to go to the full mount. Starks doing a good job of trapping that one leg.
Yep, he tries to pull that right leg out.
Final 30 seconds of round number 1.
30 seconds, Cliff. Let's go, let's work, come on. Top guy's not working, bro.
Oh, he's looking for a dodge choke there right away. Yeah, that means he can't make a mistake. Wow.
Final 10 seconds. We will go to the second round. This one's scheduled for 5 in the middleweight title bout. Back in Las Vegas, this is the main event of the night. David Branch, your champion, on the left side of your screen, and the challenger, Clifford Starks, with the middleweight belt on the line at the World Series of Fighting, WSOF 30. For a report on Clifford Stark, the Big Cat's Corner, we check in with Joey Varner.
All right, Todd, in the corner of Clifford Stark, his coaches are absolutely confident 100% that David Branch is afraid to get hit. They said every time you put anything out there, he's flinching. Time his flinches, throw a right hand to the chest, and you will touch his chin.
Don't grab it, Dave. Don't grab it. There you go.
Boss?
Well, yeah, like I said, he was hesitating with the attack. You know, but sometimes it's just because you need to get used to your opponent, and suddenly when he clicks into it and he starts committing to it, same as with the takedown. He shot a takedown, but he kind of stopped in the middle. He didn't really push through. But it's a feeling out process. Yeah. We got 4 more rounds.
4 more rounds indeed as we approach 4-minute mark here in just round number 2. David Branch stayed very active in there, but you did see some signs from Clifford Starks that he has some things that he's throwing Branch's way that may confuse him and may earn him some valuable points later on.
He should start attacking. That's what he needs to do. And Branch, he should start setting up kicks with punches. The single kicks is not working. Every time he throws that inside low kick, he almost gets caught.
Let's go. Work right through it. Come on.
And one time is always enough. That's what I say.
Wow, Clifford comes out firing. You look at the fighters that David Branch has come across. Is Clifford Starks that different than what Branch has seen in the other weight divisions or even in this weight division?
No, it's all different. You know, that's why the feeling out process is always there at the beginning of the round. You can watch tape, you can do anything you want. But once you're fighting that person, you don't know what's going to happen. And then, you know, some guys have different movements. Sometimes I go into a class and I train with a guy and he connects, and I go, like, what's going on? And I really reset, I spar with some other guys, and then I come back to the guy and I totally annihilate him. And I go, why was that? It's just you have to get used to it. And it happens to all of us.
Clifford Starks has looked very sharp on his striking. He needs to find a way to get to the inside of the taller David Branch. Look at that. Branch just locks him up, walks him into the cage, and this time Clifford Branch reverses on him, and now he's got his back. The champion's up against the cage.
Yeah, I think though that he's going to reverse it again. That's the kind of guy he is. And again, you know, it's an easier thing to do when you have an underhook.
Nice. Out of that clinch, Clifford Starks fires off a little combination. You hear the corner of Clifford Starks say, "Do not let him put you against the cage again." I have to agree with that. Where he's had success is firing off straights and combinations.
Yeah, Starks has power in his hands. We were talking about it before.
Beautiful takedown by David Branch.
Look, smothering him. It's legal.
Let's use that black belt now. Come on, Dave.
I think that you should do that just to get inside his head. But if you would win a fight like that, that would not be cool.
Smothered your opponent with a glove on the face?
Yeah. You go like, really? But it's great to get inside his head to get him angry. Some people might say, oh, but if he's angry, he's going to hit harder. No, anger is the thing you want to stay away from in fighting, trust me.
Once again, Branch putting that left forearm into the throat of Clifford Starks.
Nice job by Starks here, setting
walking himself up.
That was illegal knee on that.
Illegal knee. You cannot kick knee a grounded opponent.
Get over here. Okay, look, it missed your head. Okay. No, it touched you a little bit, but it missed you with the knee, okay? His thigh hit you. Okay. All right? All right. Feel great. I know, I saw it. Okay? Yes, sir. Take your time. Yes, sir. Okay?
Here it is one more time. Grounded opponent.
How you feeling?
David knees and
okay.
it.
Just look. a knee. Okay, don't worry about anybody else right now, because I'm the guy that's going to be looking at you saying, you can go.
Here it is one more time,
have
boss.
a doctor come in here and look at you, okay?
I'm
Okay, so
amazed
you
with
answer his
how
question.
fast John can pick that up,
Make sure if
because
you
it
wanna
did slide
stay
out.
with this,
You know?
you've
You know
answered
what's great
questions
about
correctly,
Big John?
Okay. Stay right there. Get over there.
He takes control of the cage. He immediately took Clifford Starks away from his corner because his coach was right there, and they were telling him, hey, stay down. And Big John's like, no, don't stay down and try to milk this thing out.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk you. I'm going to have a chat with you.
It was half. It didn't really connect.
So the clock is stopped. Referee John McCarthy's going to bring the doctor
hit
in.
him in the head. It wasn't the knee, but he got hit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was an ale. How do you feel? I'm okay, sir. I'm ready. What year this is? 2016. Yeah? Yes, sir.
50.
April 2nd.
February.
Okay. You got a headache? A little bit, but I'm okay. Is it all head or just I'm just right here, sir. I'm fine.
Hey?
I think so.
Okay. Stay right there. Come here. Hey, you cannot hit him near the head. 1 point.
Oh!
1 point. Okay, look it. You got to be control of your weapons.
I was trying to hit him in the chest.
I know.
Well, David knows better than that, and the motions got away from him in the moment.
Yeah, he
And
said
he's
I
gonna
wanted to
cost
hit
him
him
a
in the
point.
chest, he said.
That's something you just can't risk, though. I mean, that's
No. That's a lost round. It depends.
now we'll
you know,
see how
if he
Clifford Stark comes out.
if he dominates this round, it could be a 9-9, right? A draw.
Yeah.
So it's not automatically a 10-8 if that happens.
And now Clifford Starks a little extra motivation, sensing an opportunity, and he's going to make the most of it. David Branch, though, has none of it and gets a nice takedown.
Guillotine.
15 seconds to go here in round two. And
There's a guillotine choke.
Branch drops the chin, and he survives the round.
Ready? Let's get it on. Come on. Please.
All right, back in Las Vegas after a very interesting round number two. This is round three, scheduled for 5 for the middleweight title belt. David Branch, your champion. On the left side of your screen, Clifford Starks, the challenger on the right. How big of a deal is that, Boss Root, to lose a point in round number two?
It's a big deal. It's a big deal for both of these guys. Because if you lose a point, Branch knows now that he's going to have to catch up. He's going to have to do more his best. But on the other side, Starks now thinks, hey, wait a minute, I'm still in the game here. So let's start pushing. So it's good for both, bad for both.
And for more on the David Branch corner and what they told their fighter during the break, we check in with Joey.
All right, Todd, in the corner of David Branch, they want to see him work off a long and stiff jab. They said pump that jab, singles, double it up, look for the right hand after that, and when you see him biting, change levels, get a double leg, but from there, go to your chain wrestling. Shoot the double to the single, link those chains together to get that takedown.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good game plan.
Yeah, but he's kind of doing that, right? He's only not shooting for a double or a single, he's shooting for high and then he goes low. Yeah, sometimes, of course, he does. Here, hit like this. Back to the single, let's see if he can get, there's a guillotine attempt again. He really has to watch out with that. You just have to simply move to the other side. Okay, good.
David just lifts the arm off and steps out.
Yep. Or that.
Branch seems very committed to this takedown. Sensing something where he can take advantage of Clifford Starks when he gets it to the ground. Clifford Starks has been very sharp on his striking.
Head in there. Head in there. Head control and short knees, Cliff. Head control and short knees. Again.
You see now those knees I would really make count. If you do them to the legs, go all out.
There, head control.
Fighters still have no clue what damage that can do. Literally 2 or 3 knees could be the end of the fight. That's it. If you do it correctly.
Keep on the fence. Double jab away on this body. Body hand.
Close a hand. Close a hand.
Body hand. Body hand, Clifford.
Fans really staying engaged in this one inside the joint at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Fight capital of the world. David Branch measuring up Clifford Starks, and now there's some blood coming from the left ear. of Clifford Starks where David Branch just connected with.
Yeah, Branch is looking for the going in for the kill, it looks like.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in round number 3 of this championship bout, scheduled for 5. David Branch is your champion. Clifford Stark, the big cat, is your challenger.
Starks connected with the right hand.
Boy, David Branch has such range with his knees, with his striking.
Long limbs.
Yep.
Yep.
After a short standing seemingly break there, they come out explosive. Both fighters looking to score some quick points. And Clifford Starks, that uppercut, he has got some heat behind it. Oh, nice combination from the champ.
I love that. Left, right, left, all straights. 50 seconds. Man, the time flies in this fight. That means it's an exciting fight.
I was hoping you weren't going to say time flies when you're having fun, because I don't know if right now they're having fun in there.
They're not, but we are.
Absolutely. Sitting cage side with the great Boss Rutan. Not much better than that. David Branch now trying to wrap this thing up with 35 seconds to go in round 3. 2 more to go, and just holding Clifford Starks at bay. Full Heisman pose there.
Wow, it looked like he wanted to kick him in the head like that, but it went to the body.
Final 10 seconds here in round number 3. David Branch trying to end this. He'll have to go into the 4th round and possibly longer to retain his belt. We'll have that when we return.
You ready?
Here in Las Vegas, this is the 4th of 5 scheduled rounds in the middleweight title bout between David Branch, your champion, on the left, and Clifford Starks, the challenger. Interesting last round. We remind you, David Branch losing a point in round number 2 because of the knee to the grounded opponent being Clifford Starks. And now David Branch looking very sharp with his boxing. 2, 3, multiple strikes here to start off round 4.
Well, he's putting it on him. He's connecting with every shot.
Every round, it seems that David Branch is showing Clifford Starks something else, whether it's takedowns and grappling. And this round looks like the move du jour is the striking, and now he goes back to the takedown and gets it.
Yeah, Clifford came in for the kill. Big bomb, planted his feet, got taken down.
Get to the cage, Cliff.
Boss, these championship fights are absolutely grueling. You think 3 rounds at 5 minutes, that's 15 minutes of all-out fighting. You take up another 10 minutes for the belt. It's a lot. I mean, you got to earn it. And these guys, I mean, really impressed with the cardio, the fitness level of them as we enter this 4th round. We've seen fights in the past where it's like watching paint dry. The guys are just gassed.
But it's the worst. You know, if once you fight for a title, if somebody runs out of gas, I think you should fire the guy. I always say the same thing. What if you hire a painter and the painter shows up with half a can of paint and he paints half your door? You gonna pay the guy or not? Of course you're not gonna pay it, because you did half a job. So it's the same in fighting. You come in unprepared, half prepared, don't pay the guy.
Well, Clifford Starks told me yesterday he was fully prepared mentally and physically to go the full 5 rounds, and so far he has shown that. He's still got just under 3 minutes to go here, round 4, to get to that 5th and final round. But he is doing what he needs to do to stay competitive in this fight. David Branch, though, has been the superior fighter over the last round and a half since he lost that point in round 2.
Clifford Starks goes like, what am I doing here? And he can't stand up because he sits on his legs.
There's a big question. What do you do in this position if you're Clifford Starks?
Well, that's what he was doing now. He's got to push one knee, pull one leg out, and then go stand up. But, as you can see, Branch knows this, and he keeps pulling the legs the whole time. If the legs are up, they can't go up. He can't stand up. If he can plant his feet, he can get up. So don't let him plant his feet.
Oh,
Nice
catches him with that big elbow.
Starks needs to escape this position. I know it's a very hard thing to do, but he needs to.
This could be a very long 90 seconds for Clifford Starks. He cannot figure a way to get out of this. Boss, can you give us just an idea of how difficult this is? You've already fought coming up on 20 minutes, and now you're trying to figure a way to get the champion off you and get this thing back to your feet. Keep your head about you and this being completely just worked.
You know, it's get a friend of yours that you are about the same weight, and then just kick her back for a minute and a half. That's the only thing you need to do, as hard as you can. And then lay on the ground and let your friend jump on top of you. That's around that feeling, that's what they feel. But they're used to it, they can keep on fighting, but that's how you want to be prepared.
Come on, let's work.
Still 30 seconds to go, and Clifford Starks may be thinking, man, if I can get Big John McCarthy to stand us up at our feet, do me a favor, but David Branch is staying busy just enough that they're not going to stand him up. And man, Branch just chopping down a tree.
Yeah, he's looking for that arm. Kimura, see? There we go. He's going to go for it. Push and pull. He needs to push and pull now.
Final 10 seconds.
Explode.
Back in Las Vegas for the 5th and final round. David Branch, your champion, the challenger Clifford Starks. Starks has taken some serious shots, Boss Rutten, but he continues to come out, and he's pushed this thing to the championship round, still in contention to try to get that belt.
He needs to. He needs to fire some strikes out because he can punch. He's got a lot of power. He just needs to find a target for that power.
For those of you waiting to see Formula One qualifying, it'll come up as soon as we are done here live in Las Vegas at the World Series of Fighting 30. David Branch trying to hold on for one more round and to hold on to that middleweight belt. Clifford Starks looking for some magic. All it's going to take is one shot, one submission move, and he could be all his. But David Branch has seen a lot in his long 20 professional fight career.
Yeah, the corner from Starks is already telling him that he needs to get his back off that cage. But it's easier said than done.
Yeah. I was just about to say, these guys, I mean, they've gone over 20 minutes, and you know the mind knows what he needs to do. The coach is telling him he knows what he needs to do. It's just making his body do it.
Starks was saying something to the referee, Big John, but I don't know what it was. He was complaining about something.
Gotta work, gotta go through it.
There you go. John McCarthy does not want to see a stalemate here in the last 3.5 minutes. And Clifford Starks coming to life. Light on his feet, dancing. David Branch goes for the takedown, the cage. There to save him, and not enough. Branch doing a great job. Pulls him away from the cage and gets that takedown.
And if he keeps it here and he stays busy, he's going to put this round in his bag as well. In his pocket.
Boy, you think about what's ahead for both of these fighters, for David Branch if he retains this belt. Boss, remember, he still has to defend that light heavyweight belt that he owns. At some point, he's probably going to have to relinquish one, isn't he?
He's going to have, because otherwise he's holding up another division. That's what I believe, especially if he's going to get injured. Look at this mount position. Starks need to keep him there.
Look at that.
They cannot have him on his chest. The higher he gets on his chest, the worse it's going to be for Starks.
Still 2 minutes to go. David Branch in the full mount.
But Starks did a great job. He has him back pretty much, not entirely in half guard. Which, by the way, everybody at home, is a very easy thing to do. Somebody has a mount on you, to go to half guard, pretty easy. You learn that in white belt class. That's the first escape you learn. But for some reason, a lot of fighters forget that. Look what he's doing, pushing one knee and then pulling another. Watch what he does. He's going to go to half guard. He can still do it. And that's why I say it's all going to be harder when they sit on your chest. High on your chest. Also, when you buck up your hips and you try to bring them off balance on your chest, well, there's not a lot of movement. On your belly, there is.
Wow, David Branch, I mean, he's not in cruise control. And I think he's a little bit frustrated that he wasn't able to end this fight earlier, having to go the full 5 rounds with Clifford Starks. Probably frustrating him just a little bit, but give credit to Clifford Starks.
Oh no,
Clifford not going away.
He did a great job, and especially against a guy like Branch. But Branch, if I was him, I would start unloading now. Cross-face him, break the grip, and just go start striking to the head as hard as you can. Clifford Starks needs to escape this position. Really needs to go half guard, from there work to a full guard.
It is the final 30 seconds of the night. And that is it. David Branch and Clifford Starks go the distance. We will have the official decision when we return to Las Vegas.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 championship rounds of fighting, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judges Marcos Rosales, Junichiro Kamijo, and Glenn Trowbridge all score this fight 49-44 for your winner, and still the World Series of Fighting middleweight champion of the world, David Branch.
Don't miss our next action-packed event, WSOF 33, Friday, October 7th, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, only on NBCSN.